All right, you're on.
Okay, can you guys hear me? I have an audio on my phone because it's giving me issues, but she will be here because this is mom life. But this is perfect because we're gonna tap into this energy over here. So like Coach Sofina said, my name is Coach Sandy. I started my journey with this community. In August, it's going to be 7 years. And so it's been 7 years of this incredible, what I like to call my self-love journey. Really quick, Delphina, what's highlighted is where I'm talking from, not my visual.
Okay.
Does that matter?
No, it does matter. Hold on.
Okay.
How can you highlight yourself? Just your admin too, or okay. Just because I can't do it on my
Okay. Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. And you guys can still hear me, yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right, perfect. So I started my journey 7 years ago, and when I found this community, I was already on my weight loss journey. Excuse me, can you go play with shapes? Thank you. I was already on my weight loss journey, but what I realized was there was something missing. Well, there was a few things missing. Number one, there was the consistency with the nutrition and actually knowing what I needed to feed my body to transform my body. And although I had already gotten results, it wasn't a healthy way of losing weight. And so the first thing that I learned was, number one, there's this amazing nutrition that can really not only transform my body, but it can transform my life in a sense of creating a healthy relationship with food, because I did not have that. Just like so many women, we are emotional eaters, and that's something that I really struggled with. And so one way that I was coping with life was binge eating, right? And I was drinking a lot of alcohol. And so the second thing that I realized was that there was a lot of things that were holding me back in my own journey of transformation in regards to emotional baggage, generational trauma that I wasn't dealing with. And so when I found this community, I came to the community, or I stepped into the community with confidence because of just the energy. If you've ever been around these amazing women, even on Zoom, like it's just a different energy force. And I felt so drawn to the community. And so, like I said, I was already on my journey, but I was doing it by myself. And there was just something so powerful about the first time that I went into the gym that changed my life, Train Station. And I met these amazing women. And although I had an incredible group of girlfriends in my life, I didn't have a community that was doing this transformation thing with me. So if you've ever had to do this journey, if you've ever had to try to lose weight on your own, it's very hard. If you've ever tried to change your life on your own, it's very hard. So it's so important that you have that community that can really do this with you, but support you on the way. And so I met these women, and to me, coming from the outside, I was just so shook at the fact that there was women out there who I didn't know yet supported me the first moment that they met me. They were so positive. They were so just welcoming. And that's not something that I was used to. I wasn't used to that, other than with the group of friends that I literally grew up with. And so at first I was like, what is this? What are they on? Like, this is just too, I felt, and drop a 5 in the chat if you've ever felt this way. Like, this is too good to be true. This is too good to be true. I had those feelings. And it wasn't until like I kept going, and people would genuinely, like, upon the first time meeting me, and there was men and women here. So that was just a whole other like mind F to me, because, bless you, baby, there was men and women doing this together, being positive, supporting one another. And it was not like, it was just so wild to me that there was men and women working out together, and there was no kind of like funny business going on, if you know what I mean, right? Being that when you go to work out for the first time, it can be intimidating going into the gym and it's just full of men, right? And this community was like polar opposite. It was just incredible. And so I was like, I got to know what this is about. I got to keep coming. And so I did. I kept showing up. I ended up bringing my husband into the community, and it was the same thing. Like, we found both of us found ourselves wanting to plug into this community. We were literally going to work out every single day. And it wasn't just because we were excited about our results that were happening. It was the community. And so for me, the nutrition, the community, and the self-love work that I began to do on this journey was what was really the life-changing thing that happened for me in my journey. So fast forward today, I've been able to lose 115 pounds with bomb nutrition. It's been fun the entire way, guys. And that's one of my passions about sharing this with other people, is that I struggled a lot before trying to figure out what worked, restrictive eating, doing all these crazy things that you don't need to do. You just have to be consistent, and you just have to follow your program. So if your coach has ever told you, just trust the process, follow the program, trust the process and follow the program. It works, okay? 115 pounds down. I was able to put on 16 pounds of lean muscle with the same nutrition program, guys, same nutrition. And most recent transformation, I had a healthy and active pregnancy. My daughter is now 2 years old as of last Saturday. And let me just tell you that this journey it makes me super emotional, because I'm not the person that I was when I stepped into this community. I was in a very dark place in my life. I had no sense of direction. I was doing negative things to cope with what I wasn't healing from. And so to be in perspective now, 7 years later, being a mother, it's just so powerful to me, because I know that it hadn't been for this journey, I wouldn't be able to be the mom that I get to be today. I wouldn't be able to see my daughter grow up. I dare say that I don't know if I would be alive at this moment, hadn't it been for this moment in my life where I found this community and this just empowering part of my journey. And so, 2 years postpartum, I accredit the nutrition for my results, because I was able to, in the first week of having my daughter, I lost like 25 pounds, which is it's not typical, but it's possible. And all I was focusing on was nutrition. So if anyone ever doubts you about, does this nutrition work? You have all these amazing transformations and journeys of women in this community that you can share. And really show them what's possible. And so I know that, so let me just say that because I had my daughter during the pandemic, and I came out, we went into the hospital, literally, guys, her birthday was like the weekend that everything changed. So I had all these ideas of what my life was gonna be, mom life. And we went into the hospital. It was like a ghost town. The only person who could be there was my husband. And when we came out, the world had changed. And so we came out, and I had this idea of what my first 3 months of motherhood were going to be, right? I was at home. I thought that I was going to be able to have the support of my mom and my mother-in-law and my sister and my sister-in-laws and extended family. And that wasn't the case. Everything shifted. And so I know so many women that within my family as well that had the same experience. And I'll tell you that when we talk and they reach out to me, it's like, how are you okay? How have you been able to manage being a mother for the first time and learning a new rhythm without help, without that support? And I know that it has everything to do with the work that I've been doing with this community for the past 7 years, and how they've empowered and inspired me. And more importantly, creating this community that even though we can't be in person, right? We get to be online. She feels like you guys are her buddies, right? She knows what's going on, right? She knows what's going on. So we've been able to transcend from in-person to online community, and it doesn't feel any different. And that's so powerful, because I know that that's really what has helped me through this journey and postpartum. And I've had just such an incredible journey postpartum. And so if you have any family or friends that are going through their postpartum journey, I truly encourage you to invite them to this community, because like most of you know, there's something that happens when you start working on yourself, and how you then become this, you show up differently in your life, which means you show up differently for the people that you love. And so, it's just amazing how I've been able to grow. And I've really been able to learn from all the amazing mothers in this community. And if you're not a mom, like I was not, this is just another reason why you need to be here, why you need to work on yourself, because there's just so many things that we're holding on to that if we do not let go of and we do not heal from, we will carry that into our children's lives, into their childhood, into how, and let me just say this, it doesn't have to be the greater understanding that I had in awareness is, it doesn't matter if it's something that you're holding on to, you haven't healed from, but you're not expressing it, you're repressing it. And when you repress it, it's gonna show up, even if you think you're not showing that in front of your children. It always does. It comes to light. And so it's so important that we begin that healing. So what is that healing? What is self-love, right? And I love that this is the theme of our transformations. This is the theme of this community is practicing self-love, because self-love is not black or white. It's not one thing for everybody across the board. It's really digging deep, working on yourself, and figuring out what that means to you. And so when we talk about self-love, there's just so many elements of it, but I want to break it down to simplicity, because really, this is what I've learned from this community in the last 7 years, is that self-love begins with, any kind of love begins with you. So you cannot say and I don't mean for this to sound harsh, but it's the reality, is you can't give your best love to someone else, to your partner, to your family, to your children, if you're not loving yourself first, because all love stems from self-love. So we have to go through this process of empowering ourselves, of working on ourselves, so that that self-love really is working on the best version of you, so you can show up as the best version of you. And that's it. And so some of the things that I have learned, and I do also want to have some coaches share their learnings, because I think this is where we get to share, we get to open the discussion, and we get to help you create what it is for you that's going to empower you in your journey as you begin, maybe ending this last challenge. Maybe you're taking on this next challenge that we're going to go on. And I want you to have this understanding coming from someone. Okay, I consider myself, all of you guys, if you lost a pound, if you lost 5 pounds, you're an expert at losing that. Okay, so I will say bold and proudly, I'm an expert at losing 115 pounds. And I will tell you that you cannot. And 115 pound guys, 7 years, I have not gained that weight other than when I was pregnant. Okay. So the importance of this, and what I'm going to say, write this down, is that if you want a permanent transformation, you have to do the inner work. That's the only way you keep those results. And what does that mean? That means working from the inside out. The transformation physically is going to happen because you're consuming this bomb nutrition. Okay. But how do you keep that result? And I say this because I've been there going back and forth, the yo-yo dieting. That's what happens, is you can't keep that physical result forever if you're not working on this forever, your mindset. So you have to do the work from the inside out. So that is really what these transformation challenges are for you, why we do these calls, and why they're so amazing, is that it doesn't matter, okay, I lost 115 pounds, yay me. But guess what? The mindset work doesn't end, because I'm preparing for the next phase in my life. And there's always going to be a next goal for you. And so be proud of where you've been, but more importantly, be excited about where you're going. Right? Because now you have this amazing new level of awareness. So I want to share a few tips, and then I'm going to have some other shares, and we'll pass it back to Delfina. Okay, so the first set of tips are going to be for cultivating these are my self-love tips. We're going to break it down: mind, body, soul. Okay, and these are these are in accordance with the journey that you've been on and the journey that you're going on. Okay. So for mind, these are my tips that I've learned through this journey that I found really helpful. And I always go back to them. Every time we're doing a new challenge, I make sure that I'm implementing these. So the first one is, sorry, I wrote them down here. Okay. So the first one is to begin to create a morning ritual. Okay. Why this is important. If you want to build, regardless of what your goal is, the intention is to be consistent, right? Consistent and persistent to get to your goal. And so creating a morning mindset ritual is that's the beginning of your day. And why it's important in the morning, it's the beginning of your day and it's how you get your day going. And so if you start your day with a positive thing, that's gonna trickle into the rest of your day. So what can that be? Something super simple, guys. For me, it's my morning tea and my morning meditation. My morning meditation. So what that means, that could be anything. He's trying to play some music over here, guys. I had her classical music. That's what she likes. So morning tea and any kind of meditation ritual, it could be something simple. It doesn't have to be like sit down and meditate. It's just you and your quiet time, allowing yourself to process your day, allowing yourself to focus on just what your intention is for the day. And so what I do is I do my tea and I do what we call personal development. All that is motivational audios. Motivational audios. Okay. So something that's simple. Maybe for you, it's quiet time. Maybe for you, it's reading a book with your tea, but something that's going to empower you in the first thing in the morning to be present to what your day is going to be and giving you that energy. Number 2 is to make a list of 10 things that you're grateful for. I find that when we start our day with gratitude, that when we are focused on gratitude, we have less time to focus on negativity. And sometimes when days are tough, because we have some tough days, right? Go back to that list, because that's your daily reminder of like, my life isn't so bad. This isn't so bad. I'm going to get through this. Because when you write those things down and you pay attention to what those things are on your list, a lot of times those are things that are part of your reasoning why you're doing what you're doing. So that's just another way of motivating yourself in your mindset. And then lastly is creating a vision board with your goals and your dreams. It's so important that you cast vision for your own life. And this is transcending just your physical transformation goals, because when you're excited about goals in all areas of your life and you're creating that balance, you're going to be excited about doing the daily little things that you need to do to get to your next goal. Okay. The next one is for body. Okay. So number 1 is nourish your body. Nourish your body with good nutrition. Nourish your body with whole foods. On top of the aspect of the physical transformation and why it's important, right, to eat well and to drink your shakes and to take your supplements. That could be a whole other topic as to why you got to be on this nutrition, guys. But nourishing your body with proper nutrition is also it's helping balance your hormones and your brain function. So your body functions better when you're eating healthy, right? How many of you have been I'm assuming you've all kind of been on this journey, right? So even a week of consistency, how does your body feel? Your body feels so different. And know that when you're giving your body good food, it's going to run at optimum level. And that's why it's so important that we take care of our bodies with nutrition. Secondly is taking a walk with nature. Okay. Not only does that connect us spiritually, even emotionally with Mother Earth, but there's something that happens in your brain when you go outside and when you're listening and you're feeling to nature. When you're connected to nature, it takes you on a whole other level with an awareness in yourself. And it's so powerful. I started my journey working out. I was not a gym person. I was a hiking person. And I can't tell you how many deep conversations I had with myself and deep, healing that I had to do. And it started with nature, because nature is healing. Nature is healing. So make sure that at least once a week, once a day, you don't have to go on a hike. Go outside, let the sun hit your body. You need those vitamins. Go outside and listen. This morning, I was outside listening to the birds. And at first I was like, man, there's always birds chirping here, right? And then I had my tea and I was like, man, there's always birds chirping here. It's beautiful, right? So it's that mindset shift that I had to have, that it's beautiful. It's God's way of telling us, like, I see you, I hear you, I feel you. So super important to connect with nature, okay? And then lastly is within the net, we're going to start a 21-day challenge. So I will encourage all of you to take this on, because I also am going to take this on, is doing an exercise that empowers you every single day. Now, with that said, that doesn't mean go hard on booty gains every single day. No, because that also is not effective. You're not going to grow like that, okay? But what I mean is move your body every day for 21 days. And then tell me at the end of those 21 days that you don't feel amazing, that you don't feel a transformation happening. Because there's something about, we're building a habit. We really begin to build a habit in 21 days, but there's something powerful about moving your body every day. And it doesn't have to be extreme. So maybe one day you work out with weights. Maybe one day you do dancing. Maybe one day you go walking. Get those steps in, right? Do something to move your body, because when you move your body, you're changing your physiology, which changes your energy that runs through your body. It gives you endorphins. It gives you excitement for life. And I don't know about you, but I work a very hectic job. And if I didn't have exercise, I would probably go crazy, okay? So I'd probably snap at my daughter every day if I wasn't getting that physical movement. So it's so important, okay? And then lastly is for your soul. So I want you to create a list of 10 loving and positive affirmations for yourself, because we struggle. We're so loving and giving of our energy to other people, but we need to come with that same energy for ourselves. Because guess what? Ain't nobody gonna love you like you love you. Nobody's gonna treat you as good as you can treat yourself. And you set that standard of how others will love you based on how you love yourself. So we really have to dig deep and create those affirmations. And we're gonna do an exercise in a little bit, but I want you to think about that, what those 10, because I will even say, like, I got a good solid 5, but I need to work on 10. We need to have 10. Okay. And then be present. So part of your soul healing or soul self-love journey for your soul is to start your day, 5 minutes of your day, being present and being quiet. Like, it's so hard to do that, I feel sometimes, because it's like you wake up with this to-do list in your head, and it gets worse when you become a mom. I'll say that. Okay. But you have to stop, be present. And if you find it hard to quiet your mind, I find that if I wake up and I'm like, okay, I got to do all these things. Okay, no, 5 minutes, set the timer on your phone, because otherwise you're not going to do 5 minutes. Guilty. Set 5-minute timer and just be still. For me, it's the time where I'm making my tea, but I'm not listening to anything. I'm not talking. I'm just present. But what's going on in my head is like, you woke up today. What are you grateful for? Kind of thing. And there's just something so powerful when you're not focused on anything else, just to be present in that moment, because we go through our day task to task. We work task to task, and that in itself is wearing on your body, but it wears down on your soul, because then you forget. It's almost like we lose our identity when we're just working. And so it's super present. It's super important that you have those 5 minutes of stillness, of quiet time, of nothing. And it's a powerful thing to do, because it gives you a lot of awareness of like, man, I'm always too busy. I'm always just go, 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 go. So it's super important that we do that. Okay. And then lastly is one thing that I've been practicing, and get an accountability partner for this, because otherwise you're not going to do it. Okay. So my husband is my accountability partner. He's probably the best accountability partner for me, because he doesn't give a shit if he hurts my feelings, right? When it comes to this. So 1 hour before bed, unplugging from technology. So no checking Instagram, no checking emails, right? And so the way that he kind of like checks me is like, okay, your baby's still up. We gotta get her to bed. You want to have cuddle time, so you got to put your phone away. So my phone is not like right next to me, because otherwise I'm going to be tempted to be like, let me scroll here, right? So I encourage you guys to take this on, because these are just things that I've learned, and I've learned from the community that have really been a part of like the driving force in my journey, and why I'm able to continue to stay plugged in and to continue to grow. So I want to do an activity with you guys before we have a few shares and pass it back to Delphina. So if you have a mirror, or if you have your phone, I would love for you to bring that out for this. You can use your phone as a mirror. She doesn't like these sad commercials. Come here. Okay. So we talked about affirmations. And as you begin your journey and you begin to do these affirmations, I think it's important that you practice with looking at yourself in the mirror when you're doing this. It doesn't matter how empowered you are, how confident you are, there's a struggle that happens when you have to look at yourself eye to eye. So if you have the ability to do that right now, I'd like for you guys to do this. And we're just gonna do 1 minute, because even just 1 minute is powerful, okay? So, what happened? Can you still hear me? Yes? Okay. Something's going on with my phone. Okay. So 1 minute. Okay. So I want you to make eye contact with yourself, and you can either say them out loud to yourself, or you can think these thoughts in your head, right? But I want you to start naming things that you love about yourself. Okay. Things that you love about yourself. So we're going to do 1 minute starting now. Okay. Things that you love about yourself. Maybe things that features on your face that you really love, qualities about yourself that you admire, what you find most beautiful about you. What is your favorite personality trait about you? What is your favorite thing about how you show up in your life? Frida, come here, look. Daddy left to work, mommy. Come here, baby, look, come here. Okay, so these are going to be part of your affirmations that you, your list of affirmations that you create. So in the chat really quick, I want you to drop a 5, just 1 5, if you struggled with this. If you struggle to give yourself a compliment. If you struggle to acknowledge something you love about yourself. And maybe you don't want to admit it. Right? Okay, so I want you to do this exercise on your own again. After this call, right after this call. And I want you to envision the younger version of you. And would you struggle, come here. Would you struggle to give those compliments and to have those positive feelings about yourself if you were looking at the younger version of you? And I'm pretty sure that if you struggle to give yourself a compliment today, it has a lot to do with not having healed your inner child. And why I say this, because I shared that, you know, through my journey, I feel good about how I now get to show up as a mother, because I've been doing this work and I still keep doing this work. And she is the reason that I keep doing this work, because we all had these things that happen in our life as we grow up, and we don't necessarily heal from those things. And it shapes the person that we are. It shapes especially the woman that we are when we haven't dealt with that child trauma. And I don't mean trauma as in something really bad happened to you, because some of us, yes, bad things happen. But even just those feelings of inadequacy, those feelings of not feeling appreciated or acknowledged or loved enough, or, you know, it's just so many things. And so when we struggle
when we struggle to give ourselves a compliment, it stems from that. And so I want you to imagine you talking to your younger self. Because I'm pretty sure the first time that I did this, I remember thinking like, instead of focusing on the things that I loved, I was focusing on the things that I did not like about myself or that I was working on. And then I realized, would I, the way that I'm talking to myself right now, would I talk to 5-year-old me that way? And no, I wouldn't. You would talk with compassion and empathy and love and yes, and kindness. And that's what we have to do. That's what part of this journey is, right? And so it's so important that when we think of ourselves and we talk to ourselves, we think of talking to the younger version of us. So really quick, I'd love for Coach Mary to share before we pass it back to Delphina. I would love for Coach Mary to share just a little bit about her journey, her results, her journey, and what she learned about herself during this phase in her life. Go for it, Mary.
Cindy, if I think this is speaking to myself, if you can help us kind of like the Q&A, just so we answer the right questions you wanted us to.
Yes, of course. Okay. I wrote them down, guys. Let me get them. Okay, Mary. So first of all, share your results with us.
Okay, so for me, guys, hi guys, happy Saturday. I am a total of 45 pounds down. Yes, and about 25 of those have been with Herbalife and being on the Herbalife nutrition, a lot like you. I think the weight before that was just lost in a bad, unhealthy way. I was going through a really bad heartbreak, so you know how that goes. And
so was that what you just said something? So was that the catalyst to your self-love journey? Was that what started your self-love journey?
Well, it was all of that. It was a lot, I think I feel like I was in a same place, like in a very dark place. And I really feel like I was at the end of the road, basically. And, all of our journeys are different. To me, I feel, and I strongly always believe, even right now that I celebrated my year, this came to me from up above, from heaven. And all of you guys were a gift to me because it was exactly what I needed. And I literally, having this in my life literally picked me up from whatever hole I was in. And I just kept watching you guys, and I just kept going. I just kept copying. I just kept watching. I just kept learning and growing. I kept showing up. I kept reading. I kept writing. And, throughout this whole year, I mean, when I had to put those pictures together of my year with you guys, I was just like, wow, like, I can't believe this is me. Like, I can't believe this happened. Like, it's almost like it didn't happen, but I know it did, right? So definitely, it's been life-changing. The community, like you said, has been everything to me. I made some new friends, sisters that I didn't have. And not only that, but then it changed my life because of the type of women you guys are, Whenever I feel negative or whenever I feel in my type of way, because I do get there. And sometimes I'm like, why is this happening? And I get down and I go back to my old ways. It's like I shake it off because I can't bring that energy. Like, I love you guys so much. I don't bring that energy. Like, I'm just like, no, I gotta watch more of this or more of that so I could try to, bring myself to those levels. So definitely, it's a lot of learning. I mean, and you guys have said it, it's like, you don't get this anywhere. And so to me, it fills my cup up in everything. And through this process, the most important that I've learned and how I fill my cup and putting myself first and everything is really learning the boundaries in everything that I do, not just with others, but with myself. I have to set boundaries of like, okay, I got to get this much of rest. I got to work out these many times a week. I got to, make sure I'm staying on my program. I got to make sure I read this many times a week, that I write everything. I implement all these things that you mentioned. And obviously sometimes I can't do them all in one day, but as long as I'm doing them throughout the week. And so I guess the way I want to end it is just like, you know, having a lot of grace. That's what I learned. You guys showed me self-love by having grace on myself, you know, even when there are pressures, I'm not feeling pressure from you guys. Like, I just know that I just need to keep showing up and working on myself, you know, and I love you guys so much.
She literally answered all the questions I was going to ask. Good job. Do we have one more time for one more share, Delfina? Do you want to go? Okay. So I'll have Coach Alex. Coach Alex. So share. So I'll do Q&A with you if you want, or if you want to just.
No.
First, share your results.
Okay. So my original results, when I actually started in the beginning with Cindy, I had forgotten about this. So I had started 2 years, and I think this is important to share because recently I've gotten a lot of clients like this. I started because I was 125 pounds and I was really skinny. Like, I got to the point where I had lost way too much weight after my divorce, and I couldn't gain the right weight where I wanted it back, right? So I was working out about 2 hours a day at the gym. I was doing heavy lifting, and there was just nothing. Like, it was just, I wasn't getting bigger, I was getting skinnier, right? So I reached out to Cindy and I was like, hey, do you have something that can help me like gain some weight, but like in the right areas, right? So I didn't know how to like say it, but she's like, yeah, I do. So she gave me a plan, and I started taking the products. And so I ended up gaining 10 pounds, like in maybe, I want to say like 4 weeks. So I ended up gaining a total of 10 pounds, and it was like really finally going to the areas where I wanted it to go to. So then I actually ended up getting pregnant soon after that, and I went through my whole pregnancy. I took the products not as consistent during pregnancy. I did take them here and there. I didn't know I could take the tea. I didn't take the tea. I wish I would have known that back then, but I didn't, you know, like, I was all over the place. And then after I had the baby, I ended up going back to Herbalife. Now I needed to lose 10 pounds, right? So I took the products again, and I was able to, within about 30 days, lose those 10 pounds that I wanted to lose, again, in the right areas. So I feel like for me, the products just really helped me to create that healthy lifestyle and really maintain the results that I want, and then gradually build on those results. So really being able to change our bodies how we want. Like, now I want this slimmer, now I want my arms to look more toned, like really be able to get very, very gradual results, but also maintain what we've already accomplished, and at the same time not feel super miserable, not feel super like, because I was prone to doing those crazy diets where I'd lose 10 pounds in 30 days, and then I would be like a crazy woman, like snapping at people and things like that, right? So, and then after I'd lose my 10 pounds, I would go back to the same thing and then gain that weight back. So it was like a whole roller coaster for me. And I feel like now I'm able to be happy, not hungry, have the energy, feel good. You can just see it in the glow like that you get when you have good nutrition and you're feeding your body the right stuff. So that for me has been my journey.
Love that. So so upon starting this journey, what do you feel was like the point for you that you realized it was a self-love journey?
I would say definitely after I started the fitness, the coaching part, when I became a coach, that's when I really realized that it was about me first and then everyone else. Because I mean, I'm 37 and I didn't realize this until I became a coach, which was what, I was 35 years old, when I realized that it's important to take care of myself before I can be better for everyone else. You know, my whole life, I always thought that all I had to do was work hard and provide for my family. I didn't understand that I needed to first take care of loving myself and really truly loving myself. Because like looking in the mirror, like you said, and saying these affirmations was something that I would have never thought about even doing, because I didn't love myself truly.
Powerful, powerful. What did you learn about yourself, or what have you learned about yourself so far on this journey?
I really just learned that it's okay to do what you truly love in life, and I've been blessed to be able to do that with my other business for the last 15 years. But I didn't realize that that was enough. Like that, all I needed to do was do it because I love to help people. Like I got to the point where I was just trying to do it because I needed to make things bigger and I needed to make them better. But I didn't realize that all we have to do is kind of work at things slowly, but really do it with our heart. Like, and fulfilling that part of us is gonna, at the end, give us that purpose in life and really fulfill the legacy that we're trying to create. And I feel like now I'm at the right place and I'm finally being able to fulfill my legacy and do what I really love. And the bonus of the financial freedom is going to come, and that's just going to be the bonus for me.
Powerful. And how has the community impacted you?
Oh man, I feel like, just like you said, like I didn't believe it. I thought it was all fake, and I was like, dang, these girls, like, dang, are really good at being like super fake, I was like, how do they do it? Like, it would take so much energy for me to like get at their level, because I thought they were just being fake, and I thought we were just all going to be fake together. But then you start to really get to know them, and you're like, dang, like these girls are not even a little petty. They're not even like they're just themselves, and they love you. They really do love you because they really do love themselves, first of all. And I feel like that's where it is. Like, we really work on ourselves, and then it just naturally happens where you just start loving everybody and truly loving everyone.
Powerful. Thank you so much, Alex. Thank you so much for your powerful share. Delphina, back to you.
Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, girls. That was simply amazing, simply the best. So I want to just honor all of you that are on here, just really acknowledge all of you that are on. I feel like the faces that I see, you guys know about self-love, but you've been on this journey. And I'm just in gratitude because it's like self-love 101 every single fucking day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't care how long you've been on this journey. We need that reminder every single day, because we go through life, we fall, we get up, we got to keep on going. So it's like self-love 101. And sometimes we got to get the punch, to get that. And this, if the suit fits, wear it right now. All you got to do is show up. All we got to do is show up. It's like, do you want it? Show up. Are you done suffering? Are you done sabotaging? Show up. And not only in this community, but show up. Like, everyone here that I see, and I'm speaking because I feel like I'm just like, you guys all have been on this journey. It's like, you already know the 101s enough to survive in this self-love journey. So you already know what books, what audios, what community, who to call. You already know. So continue showing up. And when you hide, it's okay to hide. And sometimes I don't take this personal anymore, but when you text someone and they're hiding and they just don't reply because they want to hide, it's like, okay, I'm not going to take it personal. Really hard not to, but I'm not going to take it personal that they're not replying, but I'm just sending some light, but the light is within. Like, you need to honor who you are and what you want, especially if you've already been on this journey. It's like, get back on the wagon. Come on. Don't be a stranger danger, Mahai. Anyway, so that was not just to Mahai, but you're like, I'm watching you and I'm just so happy that you're on Mahai. So I guess we will just pour on and give you all the love, as a community, because I'm sure everyone has seen your face and it's so good to see you. And I'm excited that you're showing up, and I know you're missing us, and I know, and this is what happens, those that leave, like, want to come back. And I'm going to tell you, like, I'm going to acknowledge you, Mahai, because a lot of women, still to this day, I see that they want to come back, but because their fucking ego does not allow them, they don't come back and they don't reach out. And I want to bring awareness to the coaches here. We're not here to save anybody. We're here to, and I'm not calling you out on this one, Mahai, okay? I'm actually honoring you for showing up. But what I'm saying, we can't be like, hey, come back to everybody that decides not to come back, because we cannot save everybody. You know what I mean? It's like, we're right here. If you come back, we're gonna love you. We're right here. And so sometimes I'm sure as coaches, we feel guilty, like, man, like, did I do enough to like make sure she comes back? So I think we're already doing enough by providing this platform and leaving an open door. Come back when you're ready. And I feel like learning from Jesus as a leader, that's what he does. You know, he does not after us like, ah. No, it's like the door is right here. Whenever you're ready, come back to me. I'm going to always love you and be here for you. So learning from him, the type of leader that we need to be. And this is off topic, but see, Mahai, I'm like, so good, Mahai. I'm so proud of you for coming back. You know what I mean? And knowing that.
Like 3 minutes.
Go for it, share.
So I'm gonna take advantage of the platform. I'm just kidding. I've been on my nutrition still, right? But I was kind of hiding. Like I feel like. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay. Yes, I felt like I was hiding from all of you guys. I was like, oh my gosh, can they see me? I was like, no, I'm not gonna. But I recently became a grandmother at home. So the grandbaby is already 8 months old. So I think when the baby was born, obviously I didn't want it to hear a baby crying. That's not what it was part of the plan, you know, because my teenage stepdaughter became a mom, you know. So first, you know, when she became pregnant, I was like, okay, you know, I struggled. I was fine. And then when the baby was born, I felt like, what the hell is going on in my house? A baby's crying. So I was like, literally, I will like not like, I feel like I was going to, you guys are gonna be like, this girl is freaking crazy. I feel like I was going to postpartum depression, dude. You know, I was like, where I didn't have the baby was not in my stomach, but at the end I felt like I had the whole responsibility to it. And honestly, I was not motivated. I would work out like maybe today and then don't work out until like 4 days. So I noticed my path was not the right, I was not doing the right thing. I was not feeling motivated. So I did gain about 15 pounds. So right now I'm working, I have lost what, like maybe being consistent in January, I have lost 5 pounds already. You know what I mean? Because my mentality already got, like, I snap it out. I said, I can't go back to the dark, you know, where Mary said, like, I was in the dark too when, you know, I was going through a lot with my stepson, the one that he's almost 21 next month, and he was younger. So when I met this community, I don't know, I forgot. I was like, it was 2 years ago, I think I lost track already, almost 3 years ago, I think. And when I met, you know, I knew Adri, I know Delfina and Adri, they're my friend, they're cousins with my friend. So that's how we met. That's how the story started. And I was in a dark path, like Mary said, you know, I was not happy with my weight. I was like almost 190 pounds, you know, and very depressed, you know, dark path and everything. I met the community, train station, everything. And I started feeling good about myself. And obviously I feel like last year through the end of the year, I always feel like, am I going to the dark, you know, place right there? I don't want to anymore. So I was like, snap that shit out, wake up, girl, get your shit together. The nutrition.
I wanna bring some light to that, Mahai, you know, and this is to all of us. And if we have any newbies that are going through this, it's like, you see, and Mary said it too, is that awareness, Mahai, is already in you that you didn't have before. How many women go in the dark places and they don't even know how to get out? They don't even know they're there. They're just there. That's their normal. But all these flags were coming at you like, whoa, 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 I'm back into that place. I need to get out, right? I need to get out. So that is huge. And why? Because you've been on this journey. So I want to ask you something, Mahai, is, you know, like, so it's okay if you have no motivation to work out. It's okay if you have no motivation to do anything else. But it's like, just get on TikTok, you know? Even if it's camera off. I'm gonna say that, but can you like elaborate on that? Like, you know, if I ever go back to that dark place, because we all do, you know, but it's like, what will be the top 3 things that I'm gonna make sure that I do not leave behind, even if I'm in that place?
Well, I drink my tea. That's part of my daily routine. Like Cindy was saying, you know, that's kind of like my routine is by myself right here doing my, you know, my tea and everything. That makes me happy. I sip it. It makes me happy. And I know it's good for me. And then go on TikTok, but I didn't. Honestly, I didn't. I was hiding. I was like, oh my God. I already know. I know myself, you know, like you said, I'm already self-aware of what the hell I'm doing, right? So that's why I was like, I even meant to meet you guys last Saturday, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna go, not yet. And then, you know, finally today I was like, I'm already running late, 5 minutes. That's a good excuse to not log in TikTok and see you girls. But I was like, no, I'm like, I know, like Cindy said, but you know, I think things happen for a reason. And obviously I'm not going to the fucking dark path at all. There's no fucking way, you know, like there's no way. I'm feeling good again about myself. Even my mom saw me yesterday, like, "My, are you losing weight again? Like your face and this." I'm like, oh, thank you. You know, but it's because I'm working on myself again and I'm feeling good. And obviously it starts with us, with our self-love, and then it jumps so we can pour it out. You know what I mean? That's what it was going on with me.
I love that. Thank you, Mahai, for sharing. Thank you. So again, you guys, awareness on that. And obviously this doesn't relate to Mahai because she's here, but it's like, know that your ego gives you the freedom to make stupid choices. You know, like you're the one judging yourself. You're the one like, no, I can show up because the girls were like, oh, you know, what is she doing here? She's been gone for 3 months. Why didn't you show up to the workshop? You said you were coming. Why? Because you're judging yourself, thinking we're going to judge you. Oh, like, oh, what is she doing here? You know what I mean? It's your
Honestly,
ego.
I don't care about that. I don't give a shit about that because I'm
But
part
what
of the
I'm
community.
saying is that's what happens.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, yeah, for the other people, right? Yeah, because I don't care. I'm gonna show up, and it's not like to me, but I was like, I don't care. Like I'm gonna show up. If I'm hiding, I'll come back to it with my face up. You know what I mean? Nothing like,
That's
oh my gosh, what are they gonna say?
And that's the way it needs to be. You know what I mean? Like
you guys are in the same shit. We're in the same community. We've been there. You know what I mean? So yeah, thank you for bringing it.
Powerful. Thank you, Mahai. And this is just, you guys, for everyone out there. I think if we just lead more from our heart instead of our head or our ego, life would be so different. And so this is where the platform that you know that aware comes up. So you guys, it's already 10:03. Thank you, all of you, for being on, for being present, for taking on for you, you know, and for those that shared. I want to close off with sharing more about the amazing new challenge that's coming on. Let me share my screen real quick. More presentation. Okay, so we have our 21-day challenge, girls. Just so you know, for those that were part of our last challenge, it was more of a series, the Sexy Self-Love series. We will continue on that path for the next 60 days. So it's a full 90-day ride. If you've heard this, like true change happens within 90 days. So this is why we want to be super intentional with giving you all the, not only self-love, but the sexy self-love, because we want you to feel divine. We want you to honor your true feminine energy. So that will continue going, just so you know. But now the emphasis, because hello, summer is around the corner. Mahai's getting results. All of us are getting results. If you are a coach here, guess what? We are going to be jumping on this wagon, really joining and taking on this challenge, not only with our clients, but for ourselves, because we want to feel hot us, F-U-C-K. Okay. So booty and waist is the emphasis of our body parts, of course, everything else, but those are like the key points. And so for anybody that's new here or that is not yet a VIP client, like this is what you'll get from us as part of the challenge. And even more so, like there's just so many more bonuses being a VIP client. What is a VIP client? It's getting your preferred membership. It's getting your Herbalife membership which you get discounts, you get gifts from Herbalife, and all kinds of perks from us. You guys, these are the 3 programs that we promote when you want to start on this challenge. Of course, once we get to truly know your goals, we customize the program for you. But this is like the super basic programs to get you started. Like, what type of results are you looking for? If you're just wanting to live a healthy, active lifestyle, just feel better, fast is great. If you're like, no, I need, 20 pounds, let's go for the faster. If you're like, no, I need over 25 pounds, girl, go in, get the full investment. That this is why we say, get the membership so you can start benefiting from the discounts. Now, if you're currently somebody brand new to our community, or you've been on the 21-day challenge, not yet a VIP client, I want you to take advantage of this promotion. This is only for any new preferred member, any new VIP client that comes in the door this month and you start on your program. This is an amazing promotion for you. I'm just going to leave it here. Check in with your coach so they can give you further instructions. Now, because this is a physical result challenge as well, we want to incentivize you to make sure you get those results, to get excited to finish all of the 21 days with bomb results. So we're going to pick, just for fun, just for kicks, the best transformation, and you're going to get this awesome gift, another 30-day Palesa for the next 30 days, and some great fat burning accessories from Mom Boss Fitness. Now, if you're a current client, a current preferred member, you're like, okay, so how come I don't get access to this new promo? You do. You have this promotion, Relax Now, Sleep Now. And tap a 5-5 if you are on these products, you guys. So if you refer a friend, if you bring on a friend to join the challenge with you, by the way, it's a 21-day challenge, you will get a gift, because it's always better to do it with your sisters, with your friends. Relax Now, you guys, it is like a lifesaver for me. We are women, and with women comes hormones. With hormones comes moodiness, a roller coaster sometimes. And that's not you're crazy. It's just how we're meant, how we are made. But it's about having balance and having control. And Relax Now really helps me through the day. Another preferred member promo. This is an Herbalife promo. This is not a coach's. This is not something we're providing for you. This is through Herbalife. So if you have tried the Lyco Glow, type of 5-5 if you have, or what results you have gotten from the Lyco Glow, it is a vitamin that is directed for our skin, you guys. Glow. You want an extra glow? Get on the Lyco Glow. But if you use just, really want to make sure you use this, this QR code, this product number, to make sure you get this buy one, get one free. Because if you just get the other, you're just going to get the one. Okay, so make sure you use this product number you get this promotion. All right, so I want to go over what we have available as part of the 21-day challenge. I kind of also put the healed hot girl summer, because that's what we do through self-love. Self-love, you start healing yourself. You will start empowering yourself. And this is what we do in these 21 days, girls. We have our weekly Tea Talk coaching calls like these. We're going to continue implementing our feminine energy morning rituals. You're going to get a meal plan that we're currently working on updating. The booty and waist workouts, we're putting on the schedule for you. Booty yoga, sound bath healing sessions, and a lot of awesome prizes. So we will be sharing the agenda with you by tomorrow. I'm actually updating it today. So then that way you guys get clear and you start saving the dates. And that is it, you guys. Please make sure now, if you are a current client or have joined the last challenge, the way you qualify for this new challenge is just to get on the program, on reorder your products, start on new products. This is it, you guys. If you ever hired a life coach, it's a lot of money. If you've ever attended the seminars, it's a lot of money. I'm telling you. And we give you the life coaching, basically. We give you all this empowerment, and we give you all the tools and resources. All you got to do is be on the product every 30 days. That's freaking phenomenal. Honestly, like really soak that in. Because even if you get a personal trainer, they only give you your service. Their services, you got to pay all kinds of money. You still got to get the supplements outside. Here, it's like you get the supplements, you get all of it. Training, physical training, emotional training, and you get a sisterhood. We don't sell that, but it's part of it. Part of it, you guys. Huge, like, whoa. Sometimes, we take for granted all the greatness that we provide. So I just want to throw it in your face so you can maximize it, so you can full on take advantage of it. So that is it, you guys. I know you have a lot of to-do things on this beautiful Saturday. So I hope you felt that you watered your plant on this morning with Cindy's tools, with Cindy's tips, and coming together, all of us is so good. So thank you. Get ready, get pumped, because these next 21 days are going to be so fun, so simple, and extremely magical. Have a wonderful Saturday. See you guys on the chat. Bye, ladies.
Bye.